So I was scrolling down my Facebook newsfeed the other day during class because nothing relevant was going on, and a page I like posted a photo of a game by Capcom named Ghost Trick Phantom Detective. Curious, I looked up the game and noticed that it was developed and directed by the very creator of one of my favorite game series, Shu Takumi, creator of the Ace Attorney series. I was like, holy fuck, shit, this game is guaranteed to be really great because it was made by this amazing developer. The game is a bit shorter than the average Ace Attorney game, so I was able to casually play it and beat it within a week, and whoo-wee, I was not disappointed. The story of the game revolves around the main character, Larry Cecil, who dies right as the game starts. He gets shot by a red-haired detective named Lynn, who seems to be the only female on the force. She's a detective, by the way. Judging by the fact that everybody's always like flirting with her and calling her my Lynn, big creepy or whatever. Right away after you die, you are woken by a talking lamp, whose name is Ray, who tells you that you died, but that does not mean it's all over for you. He says that you are part of a special few people that gain powers after death called Ghost Tricks. Like other games made by Takumi, you have amnesia after you died, obviously, and the game tells you that you have until sunrise to solve the mystery of your death before you disappear and pass on to the afterlife. I won't go into any more details about the story since the game handles the surprises and plot twists relatively well, just like the ones in the Ace Attorney series, so I recommend you play it yourself and experience it firsthand. The gameplay revolves around your various ghost tricks. I mentioned earlier that everyone has their own set of powers, if any at all, and yours are similar to that of a poltergeist. You can travel between inanimate objects and act upon them to make them do stuff. For example, these aren't my screenshots, so I can't show you my examples, but they're the ones I just thought of at the beginning. I don't know. So for example, if you possess a blender, you can turn it on even if it's disconnected, or if you possess a flag, you can make it flap without any wind. Another power that you have is that's extremely enjoyable and is basically everything else about the game, is the ability to possess the corpses of those who died recently, within a 24-hour time period after their death. And other than your own, of course, because that's breaking the game. You can't bring yourself back to life and travel back in time to the point in time of 4 minutes before their death to try to change their fate and prevent them from dying. After doing so, you gain the ability to communicate with them telepathically once you bring them back to life and return to the present time. The final ghost trick power allows you to possess a telephone and travel through phone lines that you have traced. So, if the phone's ringing and you make it before they talk on the phone and hang up again, you trace them, kind of like when police or detectives trace a phone call, and you're able to travel to that location from any other telephone in the game. And just the thing is, when you go back in time, you can't take phone lines whenever you want. When you have traveled back in time, you can only travel through phone lines that are currently in use. So for example, let's say I traveled back in time, let's prevent Lynn from dying again, lol, picture relevant, and someone calls, then I can travel to that person's location, but then I can't use the traveling power again, only right then and there. So the puzzles in this game are simple enough for the most part, but some of them will require you to do some creative thinking, and a few of them will make you attempt to solve them more than once. Overall though, the puzzles and plot twists that come along with them are very enjoyable. I'm going to start off my final thoughts by stating that the one problem I had with the game while playing, and I know it might sound like I'm contradicting myself as I just said that the puzzles were great, but the pacing of a lot of the puzzles is really slow, because they make you rewatch the whatever scene was they make you rewatch the 4 minutes before death scene again, and there's no fast forward button for let's say you're on your 5th plus time, and I don't know, that was just really annoying because there was no fast forward. But besides that, the game was really well done. A lot of the game's sound effects were taken directly from the Ace Attorney series, but that's okay because it was made by the same guy, the one and only Shu Takumi. Other than that though, the game has a decent soundtrack that works well during the cutscenes, and a track that does not sound repetitive during the puzzle solving sequences. The game includes many characters that are as quirky and as funny as the characters we have come to love from the Ace Attorney games, and this fits in really well with the overall tone of the game. Yeah, crossover, I know, I found some pictures, I like them. Also, Missile makes an appearance in this game, and I was all for it. Overall, I give Ghost Trick Phantom Detective a 9 out of 10. If you are like me and waiting for the next installment in the Ace Attorney series, or are just in the mood to play a good game, then this, ladies and gentlemen, is the game for you. Anyways, that is all I have to say on Ghost Trick Phantom Detective. I know this video is a bit shorter than the ones I usually make, but to be completely honest, as I said before, since there's like plot twists and stuff, I really don't want to spoil anything for you guys. I had a blind playthrough of the game and I had a lot of fun doing it, so I would prefer it if you guys had one too. Anyways, thank you all for watching. This has been Don Juan, signing out.